Hey guys, it's Wendy Hutchinson with Alinea Life Coaching, and this is my November 2025 newsletter. This month, the theme was Don't Push the River. And I know many of you have mastered that already. You're zen, you're in the flow, but so many people are still defaulting, consciously or unconsciously, to those default programs where you're trying to do something, right? You're trying to control a situation or an outcome, or you're frustrated with somebody because they're not showing up as you want them to. So you are wanting to do something, right? You want to force something on this person to make them change and see your point of view or to get them to change. All of this, the common thread through all of it, right, is control. And we do that. We tip into control when we are in a space of emotional discomfort. When we're uncomfortable emotionally, we want to do something to fix it. Fix the problem, fix the person, control the outcome. And all of that we think is coming from this deep, compassionate place of service, right? If only this happened the way I need it to happen, everything would be great. If only my spouse could act a certain way and change, that it would be great, right? But ultimately, all you're doing is setting yourself up for a lot of frustration. And it's not aligned. It's not aligned to push the river. We're not meant to push the river. We're here to be in the flow. We're here to master ourselves and learn to get curious about why we want to push the river, right? It's really not about pushing the river, even though that's something that you can never do effectively. The river's going to flow and that current is strong and it's going to go where it's going to go. You can try. You can try to manipulate and control things. I'm going to raise my hand because I did that for decades before I did a lot of my healing work on myself. I was so controlling without realizing I was controlling. A lot of it, it's all from our wounds, you know? So the first thing I'm going to suggest and offer here is that you actually get curious if you recognize yourself tipping into that pattern. So often we want to do something to change an outcome or control an outcome. We do it a lot with our families. We do it a lot with our spouses, our kids, our parents, family gatherings, holidays, all of it, right? It's all coming up right now. So this is a good time to be really intentional about asking yourself if you need to take action right now. Is it aligned to take action right now? I asked myself that a lot before I was fully healed. During my healing process, I asked a lot of questions. And I tipped more into observation over time from action. So the action part would be somebody would trigger me or something, and I'd want to go right in for the fight, right? I'd want to be right, or I want to be heard, or whatever. I'd want to push the river. But I've found now that I'm on the other side of it, I'm more of an observer. I observe and acknowledge that this is where someone is, this is what their opinion is, this is how things are unfolding right now. In the world around me, but I don't have to take it on. So ask yourself, is it aligned for you to do something? Or is it appropriate for you to just step back and observe it and hold space for it, right? That's when you're more in the flow. So discernment is a huge piece in knowing when to engage, when not to engage. Most of the time, it's really important to ask yourself, is this aligned for me or is this not? So even though we're feeling emotional discomfort, that's not something you need to push away. Our immediate knee-jerk reaction is to push it away and control the outcome. armor up, get defensive, be on guard, and then take some sort of action to impact the outcome, right? This is really about bringing all your energy back to you. It's about using discernment. But the core thing that it really is about is having the courage to sit in the discomfort. Holding uncomfortable feelings emotionally is not going to harm you. It's actually going to move you forward because the longer you can sit in the fire, the more it's going to kind of work its way out. It's going to start to unravel. It's going to alchemize. The longer you can sit in the emotional fires of discomfort, the more you're going to heal. The more you can just be with the feelings. Just be with them. You don't have to medicate them. You don't have to avoid them. You don't have to do something about them. Just feel them. It's okay and appropriate to feel your feelings and allow them to come. It's humbling. It's difficult. And for people who struggle with perfectionism or fear or trauma, it's extremely hard. So if you are in an extreme place, if you have PTSD or if you're in a abusive situation, definitely seek help professionally to help you navigate that sitting in the fire part. But that's a key element to not pushing the river and surrendering and allowing yourself to feel what you need to feel. Feeling is the only gateway to healing. It really is. So, just to summarize what I talked about today, recognize when you are trying to control an outcome. And it might surprise you if you start to pay attention how often you are or quick you are to engage and to do something, send that email or have that conversation or, take a stand or, whatever it is, right? Apply to 80 jobs because you're afraid because you lost your job. Um, Fear and control kind of go hand in hand. I always say it's peanut butter and jelly, fear and control. So, get curious and ask yourself what you're afraid of and keep going deeper, with those questions and inquiries of yourself. So, yeah, be aware when you're tipping into control patterns. Um, be gentle with yourself. Use discernment and ask questions. Is it appropriate for me to engage right now or not? You'll feel it in your body. You don't want to think the answer, you want to feel the answer, right? So you're going to feel an expansion if it's a yes, and you're going to feel resistance and a contraction. Um, if it's a no, if it's not aligned. If it's not aligned for you, you're going to feel a contraction. If it is aligned for you to do something, you'll feel an expansion. And it's a very visceral feeling. So ask the questions, is this aligned for me to engage and do something or not? And finally, the third thing is see if you can increase your stress tolerance and just sit in the emotional fires and discomfort of feelings that are coming up. Don't judge them. You don't have to judge and label every feeling. You don't have to fix every feeling. You just have to be present with it and hold space for the feeling. You don't have to cure it. You don't have to do something. You don't have to heal it. Sometimes just being with yourself as a guide for yourself and holding space for yourself through that, or having a friend hold space for you, is all you need to do. So I hope you guys keep that in mind going into the holidays. They can be very stressful. There's a lot of family dynamics that come into play. There's a lot of financial strain and travel and all the things that can trigger you. So try to remain super centered and grounded. Love yourself, be compassionate towards yourself and others. And I hope you guys, if you're in the United States, have a beautiful Thanksgiving. I'll see you all next month. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Take care. I love y'all. Bye.